I'm making orange creamsicle fudge. The first thing you need to do is take a 13x9 baking dish and grease it with butter so your fudge doesn't stick. You'll need some orange extract. You'll need some red and yellow food coloring, some heavy whipping cream, some white chocolate, 3/4 cup of butter divided, and 7 ounces of marshmallow cream, and 3 cups of granulated sugar. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put our 3 cups of sugar into a saucepan. Alright, and then we're going to add our butter. And add the heavy cream, which usually one of these little cartons is pretty close to 3/4 a cup, but we'll double check to be sure. Yeah, it's just a little more, so 3/4 a cup, and add that in there. Now we're going to put this over a stove, put it on the stove, and we're going to stir it while it cooks on low heat until the sugar is dissolved. And then we're going to bring it to a boil and stir it and let it cook for about 4 minutes. Alright, I've got the sugar, the cream, and the butter on the stove. I've got my heat turned down to low, and I'm going to keep stirring this until all that sugar in there dissolves. It'll take it maybe 5 minutes. Alright, we're still just stirring, letting our sugar dissolve. You can see how it's changed from when we first put it on. Get it all in there and get it dissolved good. We gotta let our butter melt too. So just continue keeping an eye on it. Let that sugar all dissolve and your butter melt. Alright, it's been about 5 minutes. Our sugar's dissolved, the butter's all melted, and now we're going to continue stirring it. And we're going to let it boil, and we're going to do that for 4 minutes. And after it boils for 4 minutes, then we're going to remove it from the heat, and we'll stir in the chips and the marshmallow cream. You want to stir it while it boils. Continue to stir it while it's doing this boiling stage. Okay, it's been 4 minutes. We let our sugar and cream, butter mixture boil for 4 minutes. Now you're going to add a 12-ounce bag of vanilla chips, and you're going to add 7 ounces of marshmallow cream. And we're going to stir this in and let it melt. And you're going to take 1 cup, once you get it all stirred together, and pull it out and hold it on the side. That's where you get your vanilla swirl through there. Alright, I think I got it all. Alright. See what this big glob of stuff, and we're going to stir this until it all melts. Won't take very long, that hot liquid. When you're making candy like this, it comes in handy to use a good saucepan. Non-stick always helps, makes the cleanup easier. Them big globs out of there. It's swirled around there. Still got some lumps. We want them all out of there. Alright, we've got all the lumps out. It's nice and smooth. And so I'm going to take a cup of it and set it over here now. I'm just going to set it over to the side. And now you want to add 3 teaspoons of orange extract. 1. That's actually about 1.5. 2. 3. Boy, I can smell that. Stir that up. And the thing I like about this fudge is you can go through all these steps and just change your extract. Use mint and you'll have mint flavored fudge. Use raspberry, you'd have raspberry flavored fudge. And cherry fudge. Just any flavor you like. I've made wintergreen using this same recipe. And now you're going to add 9 drops of red food coloring. And you're going to add 12 of yellow to get your orange color. Alright, let's stir this together. Of course, if you're making cherry colored fudge, you just add your red food coloring and you have your red color. I've used green food coloring if I'm doing mint. There we've got that all stirred together and it's a nice pretty orange color. Gotta put my lid on this or I'll spill it. Oh, it smells so good. Now, I'm going to pour it into my greased baking dish. Another spoon here. Alright, now I'm going to dump this, the vanilla or the white, before we added the food coloring to it and the orange extract. We're going to put it on top of there. And now with a butter knife, you're just going to swirl it around. And get that vanilla all through there. It looks pretty, doesn't it? Oh, it smells so good. Alright, I'm going to cover this with wax paper or aluminum foil, and I'm going to put it in my refrigerator and let it set up for about an hour, hour and a half, and then I'll slice it and remove it from the dish.